we come from the seed of Jacob. Jacob's name was then changed to Israel when you read the history in the Bible, when you read the book of Genesis. So we are the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. And if you would be a so-called African American, you would be from the tribe of Judah. Do we have you got the paper?
Oh, I think she got the flyer.
You got the flyer?
Oh, it must have dropped when I was walking.
If you look on the flyer, it shows you the 12 tribes of Israel. That's our nationality and our heritage. So when you see the people on that chart, those are your brothers and your sisters.
These are the names God gave us. These are the names we got in slavery.
Read it again. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Matter of fact,
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So the Lord chose us to be special unto himself. We're different from any other nation on this planet. That's why we get chastised. This is why this happened. The Lord is not the God of everybody. Get Joel 2 and 27. Go ahead and read that. Amos 3 and 1. This is why this happened to us, man. This is why we come out here and we rebuke Christianity, because the God that we serve, according to the Bible, thus saith the Lord, he is not the God of every nation.
This is the book of Amos. I'm going to read this.
Go ahead, read
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
He's speaking to the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Lord said he only know the children of Israel out of all the families of the earth.
That's
right.
That's the scriptures. They don't teach you that in church. That's why this happened to us, and that's why we have to constantly look over our shoulder, because everybody hate us. Our brothers getting shot down in the streets. We hating our own people. This is why this is happening, because of the curses that God put on our people. Go ahead, finish that out.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why we get punished, because the Lord treats us like we his son. When you read Exodus 4 and 22, Israel is his firstborn, his only.
That's right.
We different. You know what I'm saying? We're not like other nations. We try to cleave on to other nations. We try to be like every other nation. We take on the customs and fashions. When we got an entire book that is truly dedicated and exclusive to one people, and that's us, the nation of Israel. Go ahead, count that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed.
God said he is the Lord our God and none else. Get Matthew 15:24. We're going to go in the New Testament and show you ain't nothing changed. This is Christ's own words. They will never teach you this in church. Matthew 15 and 24, and get John 4 and 22.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
This is Christ's own words. Go ahead.
But he answered and said, I am sent, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
That's Jesus Christ. That's Jesus Christ. He said he's not sent, but only unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
Get Matthews 1 and 21. Go ahead and read that.
This is the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Salvation is only for the Jews, and the Jews are the southern kingdom of Israel, which would be your tribe Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So what would your nationality be according to what we do? That's right.
That's right.
And for us, in these last days, we got to understand that because all of these things happen to us and we don't understand who we are, and it's Bible prophecy, we got to come back to the Lord according to the Lord. I'm gonna give you a couple couple more scriptures and I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, that's like it's bus for a king name right now.
That's cool. Sorry. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
So I'm about to read to you what the Lord requires us in these last days.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So the Lord requires us to keep the commandments of the Most High. He don't require us to follow any religions, denominations. He requires us to keep laws, statutes, and commandments. That's our morality. We're supposed to keep laws, statutes, and commandments. So I'm gonna give you a couple laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us that we have to keep. Get Numbers 15 and 38.
Can I
Go
bring
ahead,
this
read
up?
that. What you holding?
Matthew 5 and 13 about how we are holy people.
You could hold that real quick.
All
Go
right,
ahead, read that.
this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed,
You know what the swan is? What's that? That's right. Go ahead, finish that.
yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
The Lord said the pig is unclean. You're not supposed to eat that. He gave us the best foods, the most beautiful women. He pretty much gave us, when you read the first 5 books and when you actually read the scriptures, the Lord gave the children of Israel everything
That's right.
to keep us alive. So one of the laws is not for us to be eating pork. But I mean, our people, we love pork. That's why, you catch diseases out the ass, man. Go ahead, finish that.
Of their flesh shall you not eat,
You're not supposed to eat their flesh.
and their carcass shall you not touch.
You're not even supposed to touch it. That's how precious and special we are. What you holding?
Numbers 15 and 38. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
That was just one law, but there are many other laws we're supposed to keep. Go ahead and get Leviticus 21 and 5.
It's on my head.
How you doing, Elder?
Good,
Damn bumblebee.
Look at that.
Order.
I want her to word.
I got you.
Jump out there, smash.
21:5.
Nice.
That is not my back.
Yeah, 21 and 5.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
That's another law. We supposed to grow our beards out as men.
That's right.
Men of
Wait,
Israel.
look, I want to keep my angle, man. What are you talking about? God.
Right.
I see that, and that's mine. All praises. But that's a law we supposed to keep as the children of Israel. I'm gonna give you one more. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Numbers.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Finish that out.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Go ahead.
Oh, that was it.
Leviticus 19:28. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So the Lord told us to put fringes on our shirt with a ribbon of blue, and that's what you see on the brother's shirt.
Everybody got rough.
That's a commandment. The Lord told us to put fringes and a ribbon of blue on the corners of our shirts. Go ahead, finish that off. This is why.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So when we have these fringes on, we can look upon them and remember who we are, that we must keep the commandments. So when you about to get tested, you know what I'm saying? You can look upon your fringe and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. When you about to commit sin or any transgression according to thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
So that's why you see brothers with their fringes on.
That's right.
Go ahead, read
Leviticus 19:28.
get 1 Corinthians.
It did.
Yeah, go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead,
Right?
nor print any marks upon you.
So that
I am the Lord.
That pretty much goes into tattoos. We're not supposed to get tattoos. We're supposed to be holy. The Lord does not require us to put tattoos on our skin so we can justify our loved ones. Just because it's cool. The Lord don't want us to do that. That's how holy we are. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
So the Lord said we are the temple of Him, and His Spirit dwells in us. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So I see you got a cigarette, I believe that is. I'm not sure what that is. The Lord said that we're not supposed to defile our temple. We're not supposed to put any type of smoke within our temple. Or what is He going to do? Go ahead.
Verse 17.
This is the effect of us doing it.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
The Lord going to destroy you because you're supposed to be holy. You see that? That's New Testament. That's Paul. So when you intake smoke, when you smoking cigarettes or smoking weed, the Lord don't like that. That's an abomination because you're His son. We come
So
from
good
Him.
question.
What's the
Are we
question?
supposed to be Christians or what?
Where you find Christian? The word Christian in the Bible means to be anointed by Christ.
I've been anointed by Christ.
You've been anointed
I've been
by
anointed
Christ.
by Christ, yes.
You've been anointed by
I've been
Christ.
anointed by Christ by my mother-in-law. She listened to herself.
So Christ came down here. So Christ came down here and anointed you.
One bus. My mother was there.
Hold on, brother.
Nah, cause right now, y'all sound nothing like I'm a Christian.
What you say about that weed?
You see that?
Hey, brother, you're an Israelite, brother.
Hey, brother, you an Israelite. You an Israelite. See that? Hey.
See that?
Yeah.